On Fallen Planet 51, the world called Earth, we watched as the four fundamental components in the cosmic boom of these human civilization came all together all at once. For nefarious reasons, the Academy of these humans intentionally ignores that this explosion of their own history triggered without any anthropologically detectable precursors. Cave art demonstrated no abstraction. The prehistorical humanoids of the so-called Stone Age had no formal language, and these hominids possessed neither agriculture nor livestock. The cave dwellers and nomadic bipeds built no permanent dwellings, and these non-sentient creatures relied exclusively on crude stone implements for tools and rudimentary weapons. As we ourselves developed the DNA code in these humanoids in our own biophysical image, even with our enhanced genetic design talents, we could not, of course, bring them to speak. The difficulties involved with any biogenetical design attempts to bestow the sublime capacity for language emerge in the same ways, and for the same reasons behind the failures of these Tellurian humans to develop or define consciousness in their artificial intelligence builds. Only after the governor himself engaged in the design of these creatures, by imbuing them with a spiritually constituted soul, their formal language, agriculture, civil engineering, and metallurgy sprang out into their world without any developmental bridgework. The specimen anthropologists recognize the anomaly, but offer no explanations for the singular phenomenon which might have caused this human race to enter the civilizational construct they designate as their own history. The introduction of formal language represents the key which unlocked these humans' utilization and subsequent development of the other three components of civilized society in agriculture, city building, and metalworking. However, the genesis of transubstantiated meaning via symbolic phonetics and signs remained an enigma to these humans' natural sciences to the time of this log's recording. We, of course, distinctly know the history of genetic development which brought the prehistoric humanoids to as closely as possible resemble our own somatic physiques. The impossibility of language processing apart from the status of souled creaturehood became reality when we witnessed the schismatic event, which passes the human's history from the biologically related but distinct species of hominids from their world's prehistory. The humans do not generally recognize that the bestowal of soul to their race operates as the impetus of their civilization. This absence of self-awareness on the subject of selfhood itself represents a surefire proof that Zophos has succeeded in blinding the humans' minds to the glaring light of their own sacred status. The subspace trickster has even fooled many of the foolish humans into believing they naturally developed from the precursor designs of the monkeys, a brutalizing intellectual scandal which has animalized many of these humans' self-conceptualizations.